Seattle, Washington is one of the coolest cities to visit in the US. They're well known for their coffee culture, great food, vibrant music scene, and epic natural surroundings. Today I'm going to share the top 5 things to do when visiting Seattle. Subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. Okay, let's go. We'll start with one of the most iconic landmarks that come to mind when you think of Seattle, the Seattle Space Needle.
It was built for the 1962 World's Fair, whose theme was the Age of Space, hence the futuristic design. The Space Needle is 605 feet tall and offers an amazing 360-degree view of the city, Puget Sound, Mount Rainier, and the Cascade and Olympic mountain ranges. After your scenic elevator trip to the top, you'll be greeted by the stunning panoramic views of Seattle. Take your time walking around this giant saucer. Really take in those views. And if you dare, go right to the edge of the glass for an even better view. There are plenty of great spots for selfies. In fact, they even have cameras set up for you to have your pictures taken in case you want some group photos. There are some refreshments available for purchase up there, but if you want something a little more elegant, you can go down to the lower level and visit the Loop Lounge for some elevated courses, tailored drink pairings, and infinite views. If you're feeling brave, you can stand on the rotating glass floor. That's right, this floor actually slowly loops full circle, giving you awesome views while you chill.
The floor spins, I'm standing on glass here, and the views are just insane, and you get a full 360 view of everything.
Prices for general admission range from $26 to $39, depending on age, but there are also different bundles offered on their site.
Oh man, yeah, it's beautiful. You're beautiful. Love it.
If you look straight ahead, you can see Bainbridge Island, and behind that would be the Olympic mountain range, which is on the Washington State Peninsula.
The Space Needle is simply a must-see experience on your next trip to Seattle.
Next on our list of top things to do in Seattle is the infamous Pike Place Market.
What a good looking bunch here, my goodness.
You can spend a whole day walking around this marketplace, checking out so many unique vendors, trying all types of different foods. If you're a foodie like me, you'll definitely want to do a self-guided food tour. I'll leave that video in the description in case you want to check it out.
This marketplace has been open since 1907. There's no limit to the unique things you can find here.
Starbucks line is always crazy. Who wants to get in line for the original Starbucks?
Interesting fact is that the very first Starbucks is located here at Pike Place Market. However, if you want their coffee, be ready to stand in line for a while. As you explore the marketplace, you'll find some really nice scenic spots to soak in the Seattle views.
Put them in the bag, stuck cinnamon in there, and shook them up.
In fact, give me that. If you happen to be obsessed with truffle like me and my wife, we found like the perfect little gem here. This is the Truffle Queen Gourmet Selections, and they have all kinds of wines, oils, and butters, and all kinds of goodies with delicious truffle flavor. They do wine tastings here. Oh.
The next stop I'd like to mention is actually something that can be found while you're on your visit to Pike Place Market. The Gum Wall.
Gum walls.
At a distance, it kind of looks like a colorful display of artwork, but as you approach and take a closer look, you can see tons of already been chewed gum. This unique phenomenon started in the 90s by local patrons and performers, and since those days, the wall has grown piece by piece to cover an enormous expanse of brick and continues to expand down Post Alley.
This is so gross, this whole corridor of gum. But when in Rome, right? I don't want to touch anything. There we go. I am now part of the canal.
This is disgusting. Oh, it won't even leave my finger. Oh, wow.
I wouldn't necessarily put this stop during one of my food tours at Pike Place Market, but it's definitely worth checking out.
Another prominent icon in the city is the Seattle Great Wheel.
This Ferris wheel is 53 meters tall and is one of the few in the US to be built over water. It extends about 40 feet out over the beautiful Elliott Bay. Each gondola is climate controlled and is able to carry up to 8 passengers. There are even some VIP gondolas with clear bottoms.
Hey, what are we gonna do, guys?
We're about to do the Ferris
wheel.
All right, let's go.
Yes.
I'll follow you. Cheers.
You can buy cocktails at the base of the wheel to enjoy during the ride.
What if the door opened? We just have to. It shouldn't make a difference, right? Because you're not gonna move.
You'd have to hold me.
It can be a little scary when you look down because it's a pretty long drop. My friends and I used that nervous energy to discuss what would happen if the door suddenly opened. We're goofballs like that. All in all, I had a great time enjoying my cocktail amongst cool people and really taking in the views. When we got off, we walked through the section called Miner's Landing, where the girls had fun riding the carousel. Too cute.
It was pretty fun. We went around, like 4 or 5 times? And we talked about how cool it'd be if it got stuck and discussed different ways we die and stuff. But besides that, we had a cocktail and had a good time. Woo! Hey.
Finally, I wanted to note that the other thing we truly enjoyed on our stay in Seattle was dining out at night. Every single restaurant we went to had great food, trendy cocktails, and a very cool ambiance. A great way to start any evening is to go to the Nest rooftop bar for drinks and to watch the sunset. The scenery, vibes, and atmosphere up there were right on point, and the sunset was quite epic. I'll name just a few of the cool restaurants we dined at while we were staying out there. Purple Cafe and Wine Bar, Umi Sake House, Shaker and Spear, and Old Stove Brewing Company, which you can actually find back by Pike Place Market. There are so many cool things to see in Seattle that I didn't mention in this video, but this list of top 5 activities to do while visiting should be a good start to helping you plan your itinerary. And if you can, I highly recommend taking a few days to visit the surrounding national parks like Olympic and Mount Rainier. You won't be disappointed. Okay friends, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, please like and comment on this video, and feel free to check out some of my other travel and hiking content. Cheers, and see you on the next one.